This Buffalo Bills team preview edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to a $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code SGPN.
This is Thurman Thomas. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man. San Diego Superchargers. Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dogs.
Are you ready to spray mustard on me in a non-sexual fashion, Sean?
Well, I don't know. Some of the some of it does feel a bit
jumping through a table. Okay, that you that's a stretch to get to the sexual
squirting
connotation.
Squirting condiments all over your fellow man.
But not just squirting condiments from a higher vantage point.
Yeah.
Which in my life, the only time, squirting something from a higher place is not. When is it not sexual?
Yes.
Welcome to the Bills preview.
That's the Bills Mafia. Yeah. Bills Mafia gets
very
after
sexual.
It. Well, remember last year, Ryan, and of course you see, and if you've been watching Hard Knocks, that they've made some progress there in the stadium. But like last year,
the pit looks very full.
They were basically sacrificing fans to the pit, and there was this whole lore around, this one fan fell into the pit, and then that's when they went on their winning streak to close out the season. And there was talk of sacrificing. The pit was getting hungry for more fans.
If you didn't watch the Giants preseason game closely, Sean, or with audio, basically what happened was the Bills broadcast team just couldn't give a fuck less about anything that was happening on the Giants side. Like a pass attempt would be like, he throws the ball and then he towards the cornerback's name. Very anti talking about anything on the Giants, but it did remind me, very, very poor play-by-play team. It did remind me that the Bills are trying to affect the weather. And we might have to have our weatherman on. If you remember, Sean, we early on in the design process, when they were reporting the Bills were going to build some sort of wind defeating roof. It's kind of like a frisbee, one of those frisbees with a hole in it you might throw with your dog that sits on the top of this stadium. Anyway, I almost feel like we need to talk to one of our weathermen who calls in on the pregame show to get it.
Be great.
What does this mean though? If you move the wind from one place to another, what are you really affecting?
Where does the wind go?
This feels a little bit like space trash. The wind's got to go some. Well, we know in the physical world that it's a zero-sum game. So where does that wind go? A lot of gas for the people of Buffalo, maybe. Just a lot. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard of.
If you didn't know what Ryan's talking about, the Bills designed their stadium in a way that like wind cannot get sucked into it.
The opposite of the old Meadowlands where they could open the door.
It's not a dome, but there's like where the fans would sit is kind of covered.
It's very European soccer, where they have basically it's covered like Sean's saying, all the seats. It's like a donut. All the seats are covered, but it's still open to the sky. As Jerry Jones would say, so God can watch.
Shout out to Johnny from prison, huge Bills fans, saying you should definitely mention how they should have built a dome in Buffalo. That would have enraged Colby. And I
disagree with that actually.
You think Colby would have been happy?
No. I disagree with building a dome.
Oh, I think he was kidding.
I think some people are not.
Bills fans, part of the experience is being outdoors and getting nuts. I think they like the snow. They want the snow. They want it not to be a dome. So I think they're all in on that. Kramer, 32 NFL team previews. We are on the final stretch here with the phrase that pays. One word per episode. We're on episode 31 here of the team previews. The Eagles team preview is the next episode, recording that 4:00 Pacific tomorrow over on the YouTube. And this episode's word is they. They for the Buffalo Bills, THEY. And if you were playing along, there's some disputing. Some people say I missed the Lions. Some people seem to have grabbed it. The Lions word for that episode was so if you needed that one to complete the phrase at pace, submit all 32 words in order for a chance to win $1,000 circa NFL future. And if you are watching live, hop back on the YouTube at 7:00. We're doing our live pack break with Daps. You can still, I think there's still a handful of teams left. A lot of sold out. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break. Fun way to celebrate your team. You buy your team, they rip open the cards, and whatever team you have, those are the cards you get. So that's a lot of fun. But joining us on the line here to talk all things Buffalo, managing editor over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com, the Don of Bills Mafia, Adam Pelletier. What's happening, Adam?
I mean, everyone can fuck right the hell off with that dome talk. Buffalo needs to have an open stadium. It pisses me off enough that we covered the damn seats.
Yeah.
Like on a cold winter day, I need the snow there so I can insulate my ass with the heat, the air, heat the snow. It's comfortable. And it just makes for a more enriching stadium experience.
Now, did they also create heated seats and walkways? Because then we've taken away the need for people to show up and volunteer their time.
Well, yes.
Build community.
Hey, no. You're not volunteering your time.
You get paid
And you get your tickets.
There was always anytime the Bills
paid, you get your tickets.
Yeah.
And the beer's on you though. The 8 beers we're averaging in Bills Mafia.
I like that.
Adam, before we started the show, Adam was very proud. He goes, "Did you see the report on NFL fans that drink beer?" So congrats on that championship, Adam. Bills fans destroyed.
Bills Mafia number one.
Bills Mafia number one. Who else was in the top 5?
I mean, I feel like we should guess, because we've had this conversation with the Circa guys before.
Oh yeah.
Like which teams and cities do the most damage when they show up?
I would say Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Philly, Cleveland.
Yeah. That was it.
That was did I nail all of them?
You did. Everybody else was at like 5 beers.
Well, I was going to say
are at 8 beers.
Kansas City, I could see being in there.
No, they don't drink beer in Kansas City.
No. All right. Well, then we can carry on.
Come on. Don't get him started, Kramer. We're only a few minutes in, and you already mentioned the hated Kansas City Chiefs. Adam, I'm watching Hard Knocks, and I'm just waiting for that moment when Josh Allen fires up some Jalen Hurts film so he can fully understand how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. Will he try and learn from Jalen Hurts?
I mean, he could. I mean, if Josh Allen plays defensive end, I think the Bills are beating the Chiefs. Like this isn't on Josh Allen.
There we go.
Hold on. Josh Allen did his job in that game. He was let down by the defense, and he was let down by Dalton Kincaid.
That was a bad drop by Dalton Kincaid.
That was the Chiefs hadn't scored more than 30 points all season, and Sean McDermott gives up 32. Granted, switched up. Yeah.
Convert a little of those tush pushes, which I know Sean McDermott thinks are completely unsafe, voted against them. I assume we will not see any Josh Allen quarterback sneaks this season because they're dangerous, right?
It's the stupidest play for him too. Like, he's such a good runner. You just make it's the stupidest thing. He's like, "Oh, we should tush." It's like you're at your job and someone's like, "Oh, there's this new thing I heard about. We should do this thing." It's like, no, we shouldn't. We're not good at that. We shouldn't do it'd be like, "Hey, we should talk about figure skating." And it's like, no, we shouldn't. We know nothing about figure skating. But Sean's going to sit there during the Winter Olympics and be like, "No, we need figure skating content. And we're just going to light money on fire, and it's not going to do anything. And it's going to be, see, I told you we shouldn't have done it. No. We'll do it next time. It'll be better. It'll be great."
No, well, don't go too hard on that because if someone drops the bag for me and us to do figure skating content, you damn know well I would be all right. Well, this is a triple Indy Kramer.
Yep.
I like.
Well, we bring Decker and Amirali to get the definition of a pirouette down.
Yeah, I like Russia here. They always got the crooked judges. Let's start with some of the TMZ headlines about your Buffalo Bills. James Cook. Are we worried he's actually going to miss time? This seems like he doesn't have a ton of leverage here either.
He has absolutely no leverage. He's an undersized main back. He plays the fewest amount of snaps out of any of the backs that are at the top of the list. He's just not, he doesn't feel like he has the ability to do it. And Kyren Williams really set his market with that $11 million a year deal.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to get. He's not going to get anything more than that. The Bills don't value him more than that. And they have Ray Davis and Ty Johnson, who both looked as good as him last year multiple times.
No,
so
he's got to be pissed that Kyren signed that deal, which you appreciate. I mean, you understand why Kyren
were they on the Zoom call?
I mean, in some regard, the idea that Kyren Williams got paid at all is shocking to me, knowing that he's already dealt with some injury concerns.
Yeah.
So I think if anything, that's a positive sign for running backs. Yet for someone like Cook, who clearly, again, these guys got to get better advisors. So I watched an interview with his brother where he basically, seemed like he has a close relationship with James Cook. James Dalvin Cook has a close relationship with Dalvin James Cook.
Yes.
Wow, greatest naming scheme ever. But Dalvin Cook was basically saying like he's learning from what I didn't do right. And it's like, you think that the holding out works as a running back in the NFL? Like literally find me one example.
Well, I think it works out in the fact now if he holds out to the point that he's missing game checks,
is there one example
which he won't do?
Yeah, sure. Running backs don't have to practice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's keeping
the tires clean.
He's avoiding preseason, and he's gonna get paid.
The biggest gap for him is he struggles in pass protection. Like you look at the Bills in the 2-minute drive when they needed to score, he wasn't on the field a lot because he struggles in pass protection. Ty Johnson does a much better job of keeping guys off of Josh Allen. So Ty Johnson's the guy they go to. If you can't be trusted in the 2-minute game, why are you going to get paid? That's when you need it on the field. You're putting your best guys that you can trust on the field in that 2-minute stretch, like at the end of that Chiefs game. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen James Cook on the field, but also when they needed to throw, James Cook is going to get Josh Allen killed even faster than he normally does.
Kramer, let's take a look at the 2024 Buffalo Bills, and then we'll hop into the 2025 schedule. But the 2024 Bills, what they ended up going 13-4, 10-7 ATS. I had them going over their win total of 11-6. You were just under Ryan at 10-7. But yeah, 13-4. Now you look at that 13-4. Couple maybe regression signs. The turnover margin being plus 24 is kind of insane. I think obviously Josh Allen does a pretty good job, especially the past few years, of not turning the ball over.
Has not been doing Josh Allen things.
And I think the Bills, did the Bills have a running back fumble? Or were they one of those teams that didn't fumble the ball from the running back position? I could be wrong, but a plus 24 turnover margin is pretty crazy. So I think they got a little lucky with getting that plus 24 turnover margin, but for the most part did very well in the regular season. We know what happened when they went into Kansas City, kept it close there, couldn't get it over the line. I noticed this trend: 13 wins last year, 11 wins the year before, 13 wins the year before, 11 wins, then 13. Adam, what is up with this 13 and 11 alternating wins for the Buffalo Bills?
Well, it has to do with they had some harder schedules in those 11 win years.
Yeah.
And, Stephon Diggs just decided he didn't really want to play football anymore. James Cook hasn't emerged yet. Von Miller was sucking up, a small nation's GDP. Just, there's a lot of factors that go into those down years. And I don't think this is going to be one of those down years.
No, it's interesting to look at because I think, and their schedule is pretty manageable. And Ryan, let's take a look too at some of the offseason. Obviously, Von Miller not with the team anymore. I got to know, why'd you guys get rid of Matt Collins? Matt Collins coming off a career year, 5 touchdowns off of 31 catches. Now I'm joking a little bit, but I thought Matt Collins was a good fit for the team. He loved blocking as a receiver. He seemed like a great culture fit for the team. Why'd you guys get rid of Matt Collins? Like, now Khalil Shakir is dealing with a high ankle sprain, and you guys were already not super deep on receiver. Josh Palmer seems to be bringing in some optimism for the receiving corps, but why'd you guys get rid of Matt Collins? I love Matt Collins.
There are 8.4 million reasons to get rid of Mac Collins.
Oh, come on.
Whoa.
He's worth it. Come on, Mac.
Is he? Maybe, but just keep in mind, like last year he was getting paid 2.5. So to almost double his salary is really hard when you already have to fit in pieces like Josh. You need to keep Christian Benford in the fold. You're going to have to pay Khalil Shakir. You just have a lot. You have Deion Dawkins. You paid Spencer Brown. You have a lot of key components that you need to pay more than a great guy, but someone who, if I put, can Keon Coleman give me what Matt Collins did? And I think the answer is yes.
Well, Keon Coleman's interesting, certainly as a draft pick. I would say, how would you describe his rookie season? Kind of just like whatever. I mean, he's a rookie. He still has a chance.
Are we talking about pre-injury or post-injury? Because remember, he got hurt partway through last year, and there's a definite switch. His pre-injury, the first half of the season, he was looking really good. He was a lot more involved, and then the second half of the season, he got hurt, and it just kind of fell off a little bit. You know, he gets hurt in week 9, and it really just isn't the same after that. You know, he comes back weeks 14 through 17, and in the playoffs, he's involved, but he just doesn't look the same. He's a little banged up. He hits that rookie wall. So coming back this year, fresh, physically ready, hopefully doesn't hit that rookie wall. And you're looking for him to take his production and Matt Collins' production and be right around that 800, 900 yard mark and a bunch of touchdowns, which is, he's showing that he's learning the route tree already right now. Instead of just going for fades, he's breaking those off for slants in training camp and already really starting to work the inside of the field a little bit more, which is going to give the Bills a great element in their passing game down in the red zone.
They do have a very interesting receiver room. So we bring in Josh Palmer, who is very, based on what I've read, seems like he's involved in the offense. Keon Coleman, who everything I've read also seems like he's progressed from last year. You have Shakir, who's banged up, but he got paid. Then you have Elijah Moore, who's always a little hopeful in terms of his abilities. Curtis Samuel back. They have KJ Hamler and Laviska Shenault in camp. Sean, this is like an all deep fantasy sleeper team. And then maybe the most fun. Well, I think, do they also have Deion Kane on the team? He's another one. But Gosnell out of Virginia Tech, who is an all hands receiver, white guy, catches fucking everything. One of the bright spots from the team last year for sure. Him and his brother both on the Hokies. He's been flashing in camp too, maybe even enough to get a roster spot. But none of these guys are gonna stand up as alphas. So it's gonna be a very interesting dynamic to see how it turns out. And then you have the tight end room too with Kincaid, who was kind of a dud last year. Dawson Knox still around. It's hard to be too down. I mean, I will say, after watching the preseason game, I'm a little worried about Deion Dawkins. Got completely.
Abdul Carter ate his lunch.
3 snaps, 3 pressures. That could be either
Deion Dawkins was a little busy planning the Catan night and making sure he had the right trades to
Settlers of Catan
at the game. And they're locked in. They're gonna flip the switch when they need to. We're talking about a top 5 tackle in the NFL right now in Deion Dawkins. Yeah. I'm not worried about what he did in a preseason game against a sweaty, try-hard rookie. He's on a team where he has to take every opportunity to shine because the team's just garbage.
3 snaps.
I mean, it's ugly.
3 snaps.
Kramer, we became aware of this story. Now I had never heard of this. Now again, these are
I'm not prepared.
These are screenshots and do your own research. But James Cook,
your own research.
Well, I don't know if so. James Cook, someone at some point like screenshotted some of James Cook's collegiate essays and work that he put out. Kramer, I think you have these screenshots.
Yeah, are you familiar with this, Adam?
Story of college.
Adam, are you? I'm bringing it up. Hold on, but
I'm not aware. But let's
this
just remember, he went to the University of Georgia.
Yes.
So if he's not drinking and driving, they're gonna let him get away with whatever.
Okay, so the first one is titled, and again, this is almost like you can see at the top. It's some sort of natural resources, whatever. Anyway, he's submitting classwork via this thread, and the first one is titled, and this was brought to our attention via the fantasy streets, which I think this probably went viral.
Yeah, probably a couple of years ago
when he was a rookie or coming out maybe. But this one's titled "Feral Hogs" by James Cook, posted July 22nd of 2019 at 9:22 a.m. I like that, doing work in the morning or having someone do work for you? Question mark.
No, if someone did this for him.
What
they need to have their
feral hogs. Why are feral hog populations so hard to contain? Question mark. Because the population are big and all they do is keep making 100 of feral hogs, and they do is make their mark everywhere and they are trying to stop them, but they cannot because there are about 2 million of these hogs.
This is the same sentence.
And ordinary hunting and these feral hogs are very dangerous, and these type of animals are only in the southern. Period. He finished with a bang.
Now
I do like someone.
What I will say is
yes.
This seems like I think he's in class doing this. This is this feels like that 9 o'clock summer class. Where,
there you go.
You know,
you're right.
Everybody's like, everyone's like, you know, oh shit, we had homework, so I'm gonna give you the first 30 minutes to get a couple responses done now.
Yeah, it does.
And it's an, you know, my education hat. It's an on-demand writing sample, so grammar can't be counted against you. When you're producing on demand, we're instructed not to hold grammar and spelling against anybody. And let me tell you right now, I don't know. You ever mess with feral hogs? There are some nasty.
Yeah. He is getting an important message out there of not messing with feral hogs.
Like if you see a feral hog, run the other way.
Some of our audience probably could heed the feral hogs warning.
This was the better of the two from a grammatical sense, because you also have this one.
Oh,
this one is titled "Module for Houses on Wheels," posted September 5th. So this is like a game weekend. This is 2018, so the year before at 12:12 p.m. Someone somewhere has a whole catalog of these pictures.
They were just in his class and they were like, this guy's going pro. I got to save these.
It's going to seem like I'm saying a run-on sentence here because there's no periods.
Yeah.
These houses are very unique because homes like that, you can come outside and your friends would be outside. And I think they are good because you can move them around different spots, and some people like them because that's all they know is trailer homes, and for them to break their houses up like that is just a shame. And I think it's not right because some of those people had kids, and I mean, Jesus. And when I look back at when I stayed in Alabama, I stayed in a trailer home, and it was one of the coolest things ever. And I think people live in small house because they have a lot of freedom. And you really wouldn't have much to spend, and you can, at least he's doing his own work, and you can just build up on it. And I mean, that's just what they like. I mean, I can stay in a tiny house also.
I don't know if you can fit in a tiny house.
Actually, now that I'm reading this, I wonder if he's not using text to speak.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And so that seems like this, because
that makes sense. That would explain the grammar
and the lack of sentences.
But you know what? He did his own work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry. Some other folks.
The tutor did not do this.
And when we're talking about wheels, he's not getting behind one to speed
Yeah,
there
records
you go.
Yeah,
or do
that's
anything dangerous there. So James Cook, I'm proud of you for doing your work. I'm proud of you for graduating college. Stop the holdout and let's play some football, please.
Let's play some football. All right, let's get to the 2025 Buffalo Bills schedule. Before we do, of course, shout out to mybookie.ag, where you can bet on the Buffalo Bills for or against. They got a bunch of futures there. They got the prop builder. You can fire on some props here. Ryan, we're going to be doing our week 2 preseason picks episode after we crushed it with that sweet AFC North money line round robin. Easy deposit, easy withdrawals over on mybookie.ag with that sweet cryptocurrency. Mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. You got the WNBA, you got the MLB, you get it all over on Rhythm Smart Signals. Again, 7-day free trial. Get started over there. Smart Signals have been crushing it. Mike Trout and Giancarlo Stanton combined 14-0 on Smart Signals when they're playing their unders. WNBA Smart Signals 97-65 in July with a 15.64 ROI. Good times as always over on Smart Signals. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM.
quick update.
Yeah.
I mentioned I know that if you're listening to the podcast, this will be in the future, but Japan did want to chime in and say that he would.
Oh, for the pack break.
Yeah,
he
for
wouldn't
the
get
pack.
the cards if they were free.
Well, then he changed his mind and said, if I buy the Dallas cards, I want them burned. We were considering something similar and just shredding the Cowboys as they show up. All right. We are
12 and Ryan, is that a typo? The win total?
no, that's what I was saying. This is one where
I've seen, where'd you get 12.5? I've seen 11.5 everywhere I've looked.
The numbers were 12.5 at the point of creation of our data, all the data in the sheets. Shout out to the sheets. So at the time of creation of our beautiful guide, which by the way, if you're in the Patreon streets, you're looking
downloading
at it was 12.5 minus 148 to the under. So pretty close to moving at that point. I think if we want to have an honest conversation right now, 11.5 looks like plus 101 to the over. So yeah, I mean right around there. So it's what that tells me is more money came in on the 12.5s, and I'm actually seeing you can get 12.5 at minus 163. So
12.5 on the under.
So yeah, 12.5 under is minus 163 now, or you can play 11.5 right around minus 110 each way.
Oh, because I'm seeing DK has over 11.5 at minus 175.
Yeah,
really?
That's what I saw, and I think my bookie had
looking
the
at
same
the blue
thing.
book.
This is interesting.
And they have alt numbers, and yeah, they're 11.5 is 110 each way.
Who? FanDuel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. All right.
So,
well, I guess shop around as always. But
it's
Kramer,
depending on what you like.
Yeah.
You know,
What do we
find the best of the number.
What are we doing here?
So 12.5 juice to the under, 11.5 juice to the over. Shop around. Good team to shop around on. Most of the energy I feel like has been negative coming into the season. Also, we all know about the Hard Knocks bump or negative bump, depending on how you look at it. Make
it's a
playoffs.
curse.
Well, I think the TMZ fan bumps them, which causes them to be overvalued in the marketplace. And the sharp bettor should know to fade them because it's a curse.
Yes.
Make is minus 850. They are the chalkiest team to make the playoffs this year. Miss is plus 540, which is interesting. You're basically betting, the Josh Allen injury at plus 540.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's Josh Allen misses.
He has to miss time,
half the season,
a lot of time.
Might
more than
even
4
miss
games.
the whole season.
Yeah,
Mike White might be able to get the Bills to the playoffs in this AFC East.
Yeah. How many games would he have to miss? I mean,
all of them. He would have to blow out his knee in week 1.
Don't put that out there.
8 games. I'd say if he misses half the season, that's
no.
If they were 7-1, 6-2 in his first 8 games, Mike White could come in and maybe be 4 and 4.
I think we're overriding.
3 and 5.
I think the difference between a Josh Allen and a Mike White is enormous in terms of what the offense would look like.
The difference is enormous, but Mike White has that YOLO, doesn't care. Like, that's a Nick Foles-esque run right there.
Okay. I like the optimism.
Mike White gives me major Nick Foles energy. And if they're 7-1, what's he got to win? 4 games to make the playoffs? He can win 4 out of the last 9.
Even 3. He could be like 3 and 5.
3 might make it.
I think if he,
especially against this soft ass schedule,
I think he would have to miss more than 10 games for me to want to like them not to make the playoffs. Josh Allen is a guy who just wins a lot of regular season games. He's right up there with Lamar Jackson,
and
he wins a lot of playoff games too, there, Sean. So watch.
Is he a wealthy man's Justin Herbert?
Well, Justin Herbert hasn't. Justin Herbert hasn't won a playoff game, so I would not. I'm not gonna
be one of these. I'm gonna need a beer if y'all are going in.
He's athletic Justin Herbert. I think that's what it is.
I'm not gonna insult Josh Allen by comparing him
to Justin Herbert.
By comparing him to Justin Herbert.
He's Justin Herbert, but lost a lot more in college. All right, division is -280. For reference, Sean, if we remember, the Chiefs were -230 last year, and we said that is way too short, even at that ridiculous of a price. I kind of feel the same way. I mean, it's hard to do anything with it, but I think the price for the Bills should be a little. Do they win the division 3/4 of the time? That's what they're being priced at, just short of 3/4 of the time.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts there? That's
no. I mean, it's not fun to give out a -280, but I do think they win.
It should be -500.
I would say much higher than 280.
What week does it go to -500? 6. So it's like all that needs to happen is
week 9, probably.
All that needs to happen is what is supposed to happen because they're favored in all 17 games, Sean.
I think that's crazy. Changed, but if they split that Ravens Chiefs series, that's going to be -1,000 to win the division because the only other game they're losing is that Cincinnati game.
Yeah, so 350 to win the
Spoiler
conference.
alerts where I have the Bills on this win total.
7-1 for the Super Bowl. In some ways, like looking at their schedule compared to we did the Chiefs recently, just seems like they have an easier path to the 1 seed.
The only potential trip up spots is they do have. You look at their net rest edge.
That's the
only thing that really jumps out.
Counterbalanced by how easy their schedule is.
Yeah, but they have 5 games with a rest disadvantage. Would be the only thing, and they have
against who?
They have some division games where they're playing on a Thursday, that kind of stuff.
Like I just.
The
There's
Bucks,
some really bad teams on
Bucks
this
and
schedule.
Texans in November. Yeah, no, I mean, again, they should be good. I would be surprised if they. Let's go through the first 4.
Let's go through it. All right. Again, we've kind of highlighted this as we've gone through the other teams, but the early season games, or just in general, the games between whether it's the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Bills, pretty electric. They open with the Ravens at home. Now the Bills do seem to catch the tough games at home too. I think something to call out, doesn't necessarily show up in like strength of schedule or net rest, but catching the like really high leverage games at home matters. So opening Sunday night against the Ravens, then you have at Jets, which we've kind of discussed how this is a sneaky spot for the Bills. Then you have the Dolphins coming to town, and then you have the Saints coming to town. Dolphins game is Thursday night as well. You love getting. I mean, I guess in some regard, you'd rather have the Dolphins come up when it's super cold, and maybe later in the season when they've had more time to implode. But I 3 home games, 2 of which, I mean, they're laying more than a touchdown in 3 of these games. Sure.
Yeah.
So even going anything less than 3-1 would be silly, and 4-0 is definitely on the table. I'll let Adam go first.
Yeah, Adam, what do you want to do here? 4-0.
So, yeah, I want to couch my 4-0 with one thing. Okay, I identified Baltimore, Kansas City, and the Bengals, and those are the 3 games the Bills can lose this year, and I think they're going to lose 50% of them. So I think it's going to be that kind of season for the Bills where they're almost running the table. So I'm going to say 4-0 in this stretch here, just because I think they're going to come out hot. They're going to come out firing. And I think Baltimore is just going to fall a little flat in week 1. The Bills at home. It's the last ride for the Ralph. Like, we're closing out a stadium. We're trying to do it in style.
They're not losing home games.
It's probably true.
That place is gonna be electric. Like, the stadium's gonna be sold out. If you see any purple jerseys in that, if you see any road jerseys in that stadium this season, I'm gonna be shocked, because everybody's gonna want their last game at the Ralph, where we've gone through the drought, the comeback, and all those things. Just everybody has memories at that stadium, and everyone wants the last ride.
It just dawned on me. The Bills fans are going to pretend like they're in a new stadium, so all the curses are gone next year.
Oh, okay.
I see what's going on here. We're just going to assume, we're going to pretend like nothing happened.
They should blow that thing up.
We're exercising the demons this year before we tear the thing down.
Just imagine like 1 million Bills fans all doing a baptism in some giant body of water together, whatever lake is closest.
Lake Erie.
Lake Erie.
4-0.
Oh, you're going 4-0? Yeah, I mean, I could go 3-1. I don't have my pick yet for the Ravens game, but I'll go 4-0 here.
What do you mean you don't have your pick yet?
I don't know. I'm probably going to go Bills just because they're at home, as simple as it is. But the Ravens showing up game 1,
Adam's right.
Is
this is
crazy.
Opening the last season at the that's going to be a huge prime time. I mean, that is going to be an insane.
They'll get fired up for it.
Yeah,
but I mean, it is instant revenge for the Ravens, who went out like whimpering punks in that playoff game.
You mean how Lamar goes out in every playoff game?
This is true. He's not 7-6 like Josh Allen, but
I mean, that's fine. 7-6 is
a winning
good
record.
number.
It is,
especially when you consider one of those
Sean
refs stole from him with the Texans. 8-5. All of a sudden, it's starting to sound like a really good number.
You got to put out your top 10 regular season quarterback list.
Also, I know Jalen Hurts has a better record in the NFC.
Oh, here we go.
But there are no good teams in the NFC.
Oh, wow.
There's a good team. There's a good team in the Super Bowl.
Play a playoff game against the Giants.
Yes, and they destroyed them. And they got to play a playoff game against the Chiefs called the Super Bowl, where they fuck them up. So Eagles are pretty good, but I will.
We're all 4-0.
I mean, even as I would think everyone would enjoy seeing the Chiefs get their ass kicked. I will go.
We all did.
I will go 4-0.
I turned it off at halftime. I was just so happy.
So everyone's 4-0. Kramer, next 4.
Next 4. New England again.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man.
These division game. I mean, in some ways, all the division teams, maybe not the Dolphins, need some time to get going. So they get these early games against them. I'm not as high.
I mean, this is insane. On their first 5 games, 4 are at home.
Yeah, just you want to talk about, like, we're going to be talking about the first 5 market, win streak markets. They've really set it up for the collapse. If there's going to be a collapse, it's going to be glorious because it's not going to come early. At Atlanta, then in week 6. Why did I feel like I have a note for this one? Because this is on Monday night. Then going into an early bye week, I guess that's maybe something you can be critical of the schedule. You'd probably prefer this to be later. And coming off the bye, you have Carolina, and then the game against.
Game. That's 2 home games.
Adam will be there.
Hold on. Tickets for that Carolina game are 5 times the face value right now, and they were 5 times face value when tickets went on sale. Like, you were in the nosebleeds for $500 earlier this year. It was stupid for that game. And the same thing in Atlanta. I've been to games in both of these stadiums, and the Bills have taken it over. We took it over in a preseason game twice already. What are we going to do when a game actually matters? We're going to burn down the Bills bars beforehand and then go to the stadium and burn the stadium down. And we'll all be at 16 beers by the time this is done.
See, right back to the beer flex. And then Kansas City in the perennial, I assume Jim Nantz and Tony Romo will be calling.
Jim.
I mean, again,
put that game on another network.
Maybe Fox should try. We could do a little Tom. Although Tom Brady is pretty bad.
Give me Greg Olson for that game.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know what they're doing with Greg Olson's crew because they've slapped him with Pam Oliver, and that's where crews go to die.
Pam's on the way out.
Alongside of Pam.
Greg Olson will make Pam Oliver great. Just it's going to be the best. It's going to be the best commentating duo.
What a take! I think, and I'll let Adam go first, but I think we gave the Chiefs game to the Bills here because it's a regular season, and Sean was highlighting how good Josh Allen is in the regular season.
He's elite.
He's elite, and it sounds like there's again. Which game are they losing here, Sean? Adam, is this another 4-0?
I'm going to go 3-1 here. I think they
yes.
dropped the Kansas City game this year.
Oh, interesting.
I'll say 3-1, but I kind of think it might be the Kansas City game. We discussed. I think this might be a game Kansas City circles and actually tries really hard. Or there's always a non-conference road spot before
the Atlanta game,
before a bye or before the Chiefs. There's the Bills will randomly slip up in a couple games like they do every year.
It's in prime time in Atlanta.
Not happening this year.
Atlanta's coming off
the year.
This is different.
Not this year.
It's not. It's different, right?
Atlanta's coming off a bye. That's it. You're right. 3-1.
Anytime the Bills lose, you kind of don't see it coming because obviously they're very good. But
yeah,
everyone's 3-1. We got them 7-1 going into the second half of the year.
Week 10, we have at Miami. Then we have the Bucks at home, which it's getting colder now, so probably a good time to enjoy a Southern team coming north. And then a back-to-back road spot, the first one on the schedule at Houston, at Pittsburgh. You know, the real standout thing to me in this schedule is they don't really play like they not only play the hard games at home, but like by a mile. There's not even really a Super Bowl contender, dare I say, in their road slate. They all have to come to Buffalo. And so I say that because this is the tough stretch. This is by far the toughest road games on their schedule, and B, the fact that they're back to back. And so this is where I think you could also have them Thursday night, by the way, in Houston. So that's a tricky spot. Extended rest for the Pittsburgh game, but at Pittsburgh, that's going to be a messy game. And they could lose.
Aaron Rodgers will be sitting then. It'll be Mason Rudolph at quarterback.
Or Will Howard.
Are you afraid of Mason Rudolph?
I'm not a big Texans guy, but I do think
beat him last year.
That's a losable game. Miami, I'm going to have the Bills sweep Miami.
Now, the Miami quarterback
and Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback.
He was. Did you see he played in the preseason game because he felt like he did so shitty in the joint practices? I can't tell if I like that or don't about him. Well, I mean, you have a division.
I like that.
You have 3 somewhat difficult road games, and I think Tampa Bay is going to be kind of feisty here. And I think especially if you do beat Kansas City at Miami after that game, potential letdown spot. I don't think it's crazy to have them go 2-2 here. I'm going to go 2-2, 9-3 for me through 12 games. Kramer, what are you doing here?
I mean, they kind of own the Dolphins. So it's hard for me to
kinda.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of
an understatement.
So I think
Rob even admitted it this year. Like, just remember, Big Rob finally lost his optimism.
He did. He came.
All the respect and love, Big Rob. Like, I've been there. Big Rob sounded like how I sounded.
Did sound a little defeated.
Year 7 of the drought, when we've just been beat by the Patriots every year, and we're just like, yeah, we're gonna lose. This is gonna fucking suck. Like, we can't do it. Like, we just can't.
They could drop that. You're right, Sean, to think that they could drop 2 in a row there.
No, I mean, Tampa could come in and maybe surprise them.
Really? I don't think that. I'm kind of convinced they're going undefeated at home this year.
That's fine. I mean, I think their 2 toughest home games are Tampa and Cincinnati. I don't and Philly. I think they have 3 tough home games.
Well, Baltimore and Kansas City too.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
that's what I mean. They get all the hard teams at home.
I don't think they go undefeated at home. They have too many tough teams.
3-1.
3-1. Adam, what are you doing here?
4-0. No one in the stretch of the schedule scares me. Tua played in a preseason game so he can feel successful against backups
that
because
was a
he
red
can't
flag.
do it in the regular season. Like,
Yeah.
how shattered is his confidence right now that he feels the need to play in a preseason game just so he can feel like he's going to play better? Like, you look so bad in practice, you have to play in a preseason game. Like, it's just, we've seen it time and again that just he can't get it done. CJ Stroud, maybe, but Houston just doesn't feel like they've got it together yet. They missed their best shot. And Pittsburgh, again, they're going to be on their fourth quarter. They're going to play 4 quarterbacks this year. Can I bet 4 quarterbacks to start in Pittsburgh before the end of the season? Because I would put a large sum of money on that.
4 is a lot of quarterbacks. I don't think they'll. I would set the line at like maybe 1.5. No, probably 2.5.
Aaron Rodgers is going to pull in Antonio Brown and retire mid-game because he can't find a helmet he likes. So he's going to throw a tantrum and run up and down the field high on mezcal or whatever he's on, and just retire mid-game. And
that would be something he would do.
Then Mason Rudolph's going to get clubbed in the head with a helmet for using a racial epithet again. The Michigan, whoever that Will Howard kid, broke his hand on a snap already. Like, you can't take a snap without breaking your finger. You're not going to make it in the NFL, kid. And then they're going to sign somebody off. They're going to trade for Joe Flacco, and that's going to be the 4th.
You know who they're going to sign? Cordero Patterson to play quarterback.
Oh,
bring him out of retirement. Come on down.
Get some triple option going.
Jonnu Smith, you're getting me excited for Pittsburgh now. Jonnu Smith out there catching touchdown. All right, so final 5. So this coming off the back-to-back road trip to have this Cincinnati game here. This is definitely the tough stretch in their schedule.
I mean, the back half is noticeably tougher. Just the fact of way more road games. At New England.
Well, you get the back-to-backs. Yeah,
you have 2 separate back-to-back road games in the second half, which is not. It's manageable, but it's not easy.
So we get Cincinnati on a Sunday, then another back-to-back road spot. So 4 road games in 5 weeks, and if you date back to the Miami game, week 10, it's 5 and 7 at New England, at Cleveland. And then you have Philly coming to town, and then the Jets at home. All right, how do we? Give me an update. Where am I at?
10-2, right?
10. I'm at 10-2.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how many losses do they have here? Maybe Cincinnati. Obviously, like the Eagles to go in there and kick their ass.
I think they win all the home games.
Okay. They're not going to beat the Eagles, but what else? So you have them winning all the home games. Do they lose either at New England or at Cleveland?
My question is, are they playing for anything in the Jets game? Do they need to win?
What does Kansas City's schedule look like? What did you guys have them at? I forget. Because that's the question.
I have them 12-5. Ryan has them 13-4.
So they're probably playing. They might be playing out the stretch here because they're gonna want home field because they've seen how much that makes a difference playing Kansas City at home. Last in what could potentially be the last game at Ralph Wilson. You get the ones that just
Adam. No, AFC Championship game, Ralph Wilson Stadium, last game. I pray you guys win that game. But
win, lose. No, if we lose, it'll be great. It'll be the biggest fire since Chicago.
That is true.
Burn that
what
shit
better?
Down.
I mean, as someone who knows,
stop it at that point.
I mean, that's how the Eagles. The Lincoln or the Vet. That last game was the conference championship game against the Bucks. Everyone was talking about the Bucks have never won in this cold of weather, and the fucking Gruden comes in there and beats us. And that people were ripping up the seats. It was they didn't need to hire a demolition crew. The fans took care of that.
Saving some money there, Terry Pagula playing the long game in that instance.
What are you doing, Kramer? 4-1, 5-0,
3-2.
3-2.
Well,
so they lose both road games.
I definitely think they can lose some of these road games down the stretch here.
And
No, they can't.
four road games in 5 games is a tough stretch.
Sean McDermott's going to go and lose to Shadir Sanders in week 16 of the NFL season. Tell me you actually believe that. Like,
look ahead to the Super Bowl champs
quarterback who's just never done anything, and they're just going to play him for the PR of it. And Sean McDermott's going to embarrass them.
So here's
I love Drake May.
You're right.
And I'm scared of Drake May and the Patriots in the coming years, but not right here. You're because it's not enough.
Yep, you're right. It's 4-1, and play the breaking news sound effect. It turns out the Chiefs and Jags will be sorting out the 2 and 3 seed, as the Bills are my number 1 seed in the AFC.
Kramer's like, I worry I keep giving out all
too many
wins.
I was
then he gives the Bills 14.
I thought I was going to be 11 here. I thought I was going to be here 11, not 11.
I will go. Ryan, what do you think? Can you look up the Westgate number, because that's really what's deciding it? Because I know. That's what I care about.
What do you mean?
Filling out the NFL win totals contest.
You don't want to have a different number?
Well, if I go 12 and 5, it's kind of annoying because some places have it at 11.5. Some places have it at 12.5.
Do we have?
And there's enough juice. You could make a case like, I don't know. I
got it.
Yes. What's the Westgate say?
These sons of bitches have flat numbers.
Flat
again.
12 probably.
I'm just going to, you know what? This is ridiculous. Bills 11.5.
Okay, then I will go. Okay, then I'm going to go 3 and 2.
Because you know what though, I think going through the schedule, it does highlight. I know that they literally play the toughest games all at home.
Yeah,
making their path so easy, their division path so easy. If there's one thing that I've changed my opinion on the most going through all these teams over the last month, the Bills have separated the gap between them and everyone else in their division. Big time. Big Rob had me all somewhat optimistic about the Dolphins. That's embarrassing. If I go back and listen to that episode now, Big Rob, good at your job.
Big Rob was not optimistic about the Dolphins. I made sure to listen to that one, and I wanted to.
You could hear the fear in his voice a little bit.
I want to sit down with Big Rob and have a beer and just be like, "Are you okay, buddy? Like, I've been there. It's okay. It's gonna get better."
Yeah, so my 7 wins for New England is ridiculous. That needs to be lower. I screwed that up. Dolphins on 8 wins. That's ridiculous. Screwed that up. Needed to be lower. And Jets on 8 wins. That's ridiculous. This is not all those teams I screwed up. If I have to take wins away, that's where I'm taking them from. I'm telling you right now, Sean. It's fucking AFC East teams.
Okay, so I'll go 4 and 1 here.
What does that get you to?
13 and 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, because if I'm going to be over on the Westgate contest at 11.5, anyways, I may as well be over on the graphic for the screen.
Can I tell you all the teams that are on flat numbers?
Sure. It's going to annoy me though.
Falcons 8, Bengals.
Okay, that's fine.
Bengals 10, Cowboys 8, Raiders 7, Saints 5, Jets 6. Why not go half numbers?
Yeah. Well, luckily I got strong takes on all. Like I'm not going to have to. But you're right. For the results itself, it's annoying.
Which, by the way, it's very. If you are in Vegas,
it is a fun.
You don't need a proxy or anything because you just fill it out one time. You pick the win totals for every team and just bang. What does it take to win usually? 22, 23, 24? I
had one of my best years last year. I was like 24 and 8.
Oh, you missed it. So you need like 26.
I think you need like 26 maybe. But Adam, 11 and 1 going into the final 5 games for the Buffalo Bills. What are you doing?
4 and 1. They're
going to drop 4 and 1. And they lose to the Eagles, correct?
They're going to lose again. They're going to lose to 2 of Philly, Cincy, Kansas City, Baltimore. Okay. I don't know which 2, but they're going to lose 2 of those games, and they're going to run the table outside of that.
How dare you make him repeat himself?
No, I wanted. Well, because Kramer, you have them.
No, we walked through it. I heard your thoughts, and I evaluated, and it made me feel good about my prediction that They're going to lose 2 out of those 4. I don't know which 2. No one knows which 2 except for the script writers. The script writers are busy right now because they just lost the court case, with
against
Gruden in
yeah.
Vegas. Yeah.
That was a crazy story. All right, we're going to talk our best bets for your 2025 Buffalo Bills. Shout out to Circa Million, Circa Survivor. Kramer, we're signing up for a Circa Survivor next weekend as part of Ultimate Contest Weekend. Come out, hang out with us. It's a great weekend to come out, sign up for the contest. You got Circa Million. You're picking the 5 games against the spread every week. Circa Survivor, you guys know Survivor, 15 million guaranteed. Although I think they've already went over that threshold. Grandissimo already 1.6 million guaranteed right now. Continues the climb. No overlay. I said it was going to be low 20s. Kramer had 37.5. Now maybe he gets there. I definitely ahead of the pace. Yeah, maybe.
First of all, Bet Bash week just started.
Yes.
I guarantee there's a couple more entries this week. All the movers and shakers in town.
Shakers.
And then you have sign up weekend. That's going to be that will have something, right? We know there's events that weekend. All the people that have won before who have lots of money in their pocket for these kinds of things, they come back for that weekend. They wear their jackets. They show off their sick ass championship garb. Yeah, I'm actually thinking I might be low. I think I just moved the number 37.5. Just moved to -125.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that is.
I'm gonna tout the shit out of how right I was because no one was willing to be confident on the prediction. Even Derek Stevens himself said it right to his face. He goes, "Whoa!"
They like to set the expectation low and then crush the expectation. Of course, if you sign up for any of the contests, footballcontest.com, promo code SGP for $50 off your proxy fees. And anytime you're hanging out in Las Vegas, promo code SGP 15% off Circa, the D. And of course, Golden Gate. Come out, say hi, hang out with us. Going to be out there Friday nights. VSiN, always a great time. Chop it up after the show with us. Always great to meet you guys in person, hang out, have a beer. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, the dog app, alive and well. Maybe draft some Josh Palmer. Who is the Adam? Is there any guys we should be drafting in a Best Ball Mania on Underdog Fantasy besides Josh Allen? Is there a Bills pass catcher we should be drafting?
Palmer, Elijah Moore, Keon Coleman. You're going to get great value on
It's
the
true.
entire. No, because you're going to get great value. You're going to get them late. You're going to stack it with another stud. You're going to pair it with another quarterback. You might have some correlation there late with You're probably going to struggle to get Jalen Hurts, but maybe you try to get Justin Fields, or whoever or Tyrod Taylor. Maybe you try to do something like that and stack that with Garrett Wilson. There's a lot of things that you can do there for that late season correlation that I really like to do.
The Bills and Eagles being a Week 17 matchup is very interesting.
Well, it's in Buffalo, which super late in the year.
Super Bowl preview in Week 17, gentlemen.
That would be an insane Super Bowl. Bills fans taking over the stadium up there in Levi Stadium.
What do you think the ideal correlation would be in that game?
Oh,
2 players, one from each team.
2 players.
I'm going with Josh Allen, Dallas Goedert.
Okay, Josh Allen, AJ Brown, or Josh Allen, Saquon would be a pretty fun team.
It's Josh Allen, Saquon, because Saquon's he's going to eat the Bills alive. Like the Bills still haven't fixed their run defense.
It is Week 17. That's a lot of time between.
Ryan's really putting out some bad juju. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN. Kramer, we'll start with you.
Just reporting facts. Okay. By the way, we're down to only 7 teams remaining in the pack break. Very exciting.
Moving like hotcakes.
Moving and shaking. All right, where do we want to start?
With you
what was Adam's final record prediction?
Adam's final record prediction was 15-2. Very reasonable.
Nice work, Adam.
I mean, this team is good. So
no one's ever said that I'm realistic.
I mean,
they were 13-4 last year, but again, there's going to be a couple games,
and they have a softer schedule. And I mean, I know for me, like that win total, I'm laddering that win total. I'm in an 11.5, 12.5, 13.5, 14.5. I'd probably go all the way up to 15.5 and 16.5 just for shits and giggles, just to say I can
I
top
like
out the
that.
ladder.
Sean was talking about those numbers before the show.
No, I was gonna say the opposite. I said, I said there was a like under 15.5 wins at minus 2,500, which is silly. But just the idea that they're gonna lose at least 2 games.
What's the over? On
Yeah.
that?
Well, in classic, I don't know if they're offering the. Well, let me see. They might.
I'm sure they
If
are.
I can get the over on that, I might take the over on that to top out my wins ladder.
You know what? I can find.
Tops over 15.5 wins is 11-1. Do you want that, Adam?
Oh wow, 15 and
Yes,
a half.
I want that.
Oh
Yes,
wow,
I want that. Oh yeah, I'll get all Ralph goodbye tour. Josh got married this year. Give me that all day.
Now
All
is
the
that
good juju
now is
right
Josh
now.
getting married a good thing? I feel like it could create some distractions.
No chasing.
No. It's settled him down a little bit. He's, you notice Josh, since he's been with Haley, been a lot more mellow, leveled out, taking less chances. He's not somebody who's trying to go for it all and just get double of everything and just doing it in a reckless and unprotected fashion that leads to some unpleasant surprises that maybe we discovered around the time of a Cincinnati game.
Oh no.
Like this is all he's matured a lot, and I really like that, and he seems much happier now, and like he doesn't need to take those reckless 2-for-1 gambles that he used to.
Adam with some deep references if you want to go full
Yeah.
TMZ. Adam, I gotta ask, we didn't really talk about Sean McDermott. Is there, if like, let's say things go a little awry in Buffalo. Now I know you've called for Sean McDermott's head, even in the preview, you were taking a little shots at him. If they somehow get off to a rough start, if they would somehow lose to the Saints at home or something of that like, does McDermott get fired? Is he the first coach fired?
He would probably have to say something about Kim Pagula to Terry Pagula's face in order for that to happen. Just because, so this just goes back to, I know we don't talk a lot of hockey here, but the Sabres are on like their 12th coach since Terry Pagula bought the team. And he cares a lot more about hockey than he does about football. And the Sabres are on a playoff drought that's rivaling the Bills at this point. So he values that stability. It's really hard. And the only way it's going to happen is if Brandon Beane forces him to do it. And Brandon Beane only got the job because of Sean McDermott. That'd be like, we get bought by private equity and they're like, Adam, you need to fire Sean and Kramer. I'm like, I'm sorry, you want me to do what?
Adam would be like, how big's the check?
Yeah. Well, there's always a price
to be really big.
Yeah, come on. Everyone has a price.
Big ass check.
Well, I mean, we can always make a deal.
Zaza in the chat saying, who the hell would they replace him with? I think Joe Brady is certainly going to be considered for some head coaching jobs.
Joe Brady would be the interim.
Yeah.
Joe Brady, if they fired him mid-year, Joe Brady would be the interim. And if they fire him, it's probably to try to keep Joe Brady. But I don't think that that's the move. Like, it's hard. Like, who are you going to get that's better? Are you going to get Sean McVay? Because if you're not going to get Sean McVay, there's
no, but you might value keeping the offensive guy that Josh Allen really likes. Like that would, I guess, to your point.
Though, and that got us the Ken Dorsey experiment. Like,
yeah, Ken Dorsey,
and that was.
Bitch.
No, he probably.
We saw what he did in Cleveland. He's a genius offensive mind there with the Browns.
Yeah, Ken Dorsey, classic Miami graduate.
Kramer, what we got Adam's win total ladder. Do you
By the way, did you see I didn't mention it yet, but the price, their conference price is 3.5, 4 to 1, depending on where you get it. Their number 1 seed price is only plus 190. Regular season team, I think is what that says.
Yeah.
Sean. It's the data. All right, let's have a serious conversation about James Cook. Maybe he actually misses time. He seems, based on his collegiate writing, it seems like he might just be the guy to do it. Ray Davis to lead the division in rushing touchdowns.
Ooh,
what would you think this is, Sean? He's already probably getting some goal line work, I would imagine.
Well, and also too, like, what is, maybe they do pay Cook, but they secretly punish him by giving Ray Davis some of the goal line work. I would say 40 to 1.
No. I got this monstrous payday and I don't have to run into all the 300-pound men at the line of scrimmage. Oh God, this is what a disaster. Oh, this is just terrible. The worst thing ever.
Wait,
this
Ryan.
This is like when Hugh Jackson forced Corey Coleman to play the entire preseason game. It's like, yeah, coach, get me all that film. You showed me.
He's like, who was the comedian that hosted Monday Night Football? Dennis Miller. He's making some Dennis Miller level cuts here. Ray Davis is 150 to 1 to lead the division in rushing touchdowns.
Yes.
I think we're obligated to take.
I already have so much in this market, but yes.
But at this price,
no,
I understand Josh Allen's on the team. Josh Allen's the chalk in the division at plus 175.
I like. Also, I think Ray Davis runs pretty hard, so I don't mind this. It's a fun launch.
Can I get a Ray Davis field goal number in there though?
Oh my goodness. That's the other thing. This guy, he's stepping up for the team. He's like, oh coach, you need a emergency kicker. I can do that bullshit. And they didn't look pretty, but they went through.
I'd like, Adam, what about any Bills to lead the division in receiving yards? No, right?
No, that's not just
it never goes to one guy.
Yeah, that's Garrett Wilson or Jalen Waddle. Like, there's just too many good receivers in the East, and the Bills are just going to spread the ball around too much. Like, they don't have anybody that it's going to go through, and Shakir's going to miss time. Like, they'll hold Shakir out the first couple of weeks to make sure he's good for the playoff stretch.
So Kramer, what else you got, Adam?
I was going to say for passing, I really like a passing touchdown in every game.
Ooh.
I think that's a really nice number there. You're getting that at plus 1200. The only game they didn't do it last year was the week 18 game when they sat the starters. But in reality, I think that's more likely to happen this year because Mitch Trubisky, Mike White, the Bills are very big on get their guys their flowers. So both of those guys in a home
Mike White
game,
revenge game.
Mike White, week 18, let him throw some passes to Tyrell Shavers and Josh Palmer and the other, depth receivers. And on the same line, I really like score one rushing touchdown every game because I think they cashed that last year, and that's plus 600. So I'm in on the Bills to score lots of touchdowns this year again.
So a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown in every game.
Yep.
I like that.
I don't think I'm going to hit both of those.
No, but to your point, you just need one. Okay. Any other bets you like here, Adam?
Coleman receiving yards over 750. He had 556 last year and he missed 4 games. And he doesn't have Mac Hollins competing for touches anymore. That feels like free money. Over 750. It's barely plus, but
I'll tell you on that. I like Keon Coleman too. As we talk things out with Shakir and the ankle, and then with no Mac Hollins, and Josh Palmer, sure, fine, but Josh Allen has to throw it to someone. And Keon Coleman, they drafted him first, in the first round for a reason. 750.5 or 750 is pretty reasonable. I'll take that. Any other bets you got here, Adam?
Bills first 5 and 0.
Okay.
Take that at 320. And
I'm also on that.
Yeah.
Basically what you're taking there is you're getting, in my mind, Ravens money line.
Yeah.
At plus 320.
That's certainly one way to look at it.
Well, the other games are all going to be minus 300 or more. Like you're really shooting the moon at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, even if you chisel it down to Ravens plus 200, you'd still take that money line.
Okay.
I think if you're into that kind of thing.
Is this a location for the to say I'm in on the Bills conference championship and Bills Super Bowl?
That's a great place.
Just keep going.
This is it. And Bills to win the AFC. Bills to win the AFC. Bills to win the Super Bowl. And we're going all the way. We're going all
I like this.
2021. There's been no reason to think the Bills can't win the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Because they have the best player on the field in almost every game in Josh Allen.
It's true.
And more often than not, the team with the best player wins the game. And he's the guy who does it so much, and he's done it for so long. And he's been just within inches of doing it. The past 2 years, he almost had the Chiefs twice. Now I don't know if they beat that Eagles team last year, but they sure as hell don't get run out of the building like the Chiefs did. Like Josh Allen goes out there, and as soon as the defense starts giving up points, Josh Allen just throws the backup linebacker on the ground and goes out there to play linebacker the rest of the game and like takes a pick six to the house. No, he's just jacked up in the Super Bowl. He's I will never play another snap of football.
This is getting a little like, Ryan, you know those,
this is like when Colby does this, he wagging his tail. Like, I don't know if Adam's hitting something or like maybe he's got a pen in his hand. He's like wagging his tail in the form of some sort of twitch.
Well, like super fans of like fictional stuff like Buffy the Vampire, they'll write these fan fictions, and I feel like this is Adam's like novel of like, and then Josh, they need him to play defense. And he's like, I can play defense, and then he puts on his shoulder pads. He's big and muscly, and he tackles everyone like to the ground.
Exactly.
And all the other players are scared of him because Josh is beautiful.
Do you remember?
It's like
he's a beautiful man.
Sean, do you remember?
I do think my wife might have a crush on him from Hard Knocks.
Do you remember when we rode in that cab and that driver really wanted us to see?
Oh my God,
Reacher.
Yeah,
that's the fan fiction.
To the point that he was driving and like pulled up a Reacher episode on his phone and was
look at his delts.
Like was holding it back to show us in the back of the cab. And we're like, yeah, he does look like he works out. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I could see some really erotic Josh Allen fan fiction.
Yeah,
it gets cold in the winters.
You can tell Adam was almost getting there.
Yeah,
we were close, but
blood
we'll close
was flowing.
it out with a Bills Lions plus 2,200 Super Bowl matchup.
Oh, maybe you and Easy can go in on that together.
Yeah,
two teams never been there.
And what are the odds? Zillion to 1.
Adam has it at 22.
Only 2,200.
Well, you got it.
I had it plus 2,200 on my bookie.
Never happened before.
MyBookie.ag. Promo code SGPN. So yes, over 12.5 wins, which I'm seeing some places have it at plus 125. AFC East, lay the juice. Who cares? Minus 280. Ray Davis, AFC East rushing touchdowns.
That's a good one.
150 to 1.
Did we talk about the division wins?
Keon Coleman over 750 receiving yards. That's it for me. Kramer, no. What do you like for division wins?
Shop this one around. There are some places near the equator that have much better price than onshore, but over 4.5, you can find a plus 150.
And Adam, you like the under on that, right? I'm joking. I'm joking, but Kramer over 4.5 division wins plus 150.
Yes. I think the rate
plus money on that.
That's what I shop this one around. Like I said, I was very shocked. And honestly, what shocked me is when I went to go confirm the price with the onshore book, and it was much worse. So again,
so you over 4.5
and by the way,
wins.
that five wins at my bookie in first 5 weeks for the Bills is actually plus 385.
Oh wow, okay.
So again, some variance in the
4 wins or the 5 wins. I saw 4 wins at like 100.
No, 5. So 5-0 to start the season.
Yeah,
plus 385.
You gave out plus 320. You can get that at my bookie right now, plus 180 or plus 385.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. MyBookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Good times chopping it up with Adam. As always, the Don of Bills Mafia. Check out sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Follow him on X at Adam Pelletier. What else you got going on, Adam?
I mean, we got an exciting time here with college football getting ready.
Oh yes.
We got our conference previews getting started. We got NFL preseason bets week in and week out. We got the underdog plays because corporate gambling would never give you any of that. We're true D-gens though, sweating it out with you, taking on corporate gambling. Don't forget, we've got all the great stuff that you could want all football season long. Let's haven't decided yet, but I imagine we'll bring the game previews back just like last year. Nowhere else you'd rather be. And where else would you rather be for the Bills Super Bowl run than here with SGPN? And Sean, I meant to ask, we missed an opportunity here. We needed to start selling a Get SGPN a Grandissimo entry shirt. So that way we could allow our fans to support the SGPN crew trying to get a Grandissimo.
I like that.
And
I like
all
that.
proceeds go directly to our company Grandissimo
Ooh,
entry.
okay. That's it. That's a great. We keep coming up with ideas on how to tackle the Grandissimo. So send them in podcast@sgpn.io. And again, Kramer and I are going to be out Bet Bash Thursday and Friday this week, doing our VSiN show Friday night, hanging out Thursday. So if you're out in Vegas for that, come say what's up after the VSiN show or any of the.
Or if you need accounts.
If you need accounts,
yeah. If you want to say what's
accounts,
up, or need accounts.
Either way, come chat it up, and then the following week we'll also be there Thursday to Saturday as part of Ultimate Contest Weekend. Circa is the best. Great time to come out, get all your future bets in, sign up for the contest. It's a great time. And Kramer pack break coming up here in a hour and a half on the live YouTube channel. Tomorrow we got the Eagles team preview, week 2 preseason picks, and of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the Money Green. He's Ryan.
I apologize. I started thinking about the craps table.
Kramer, let it ride.
I want better fucking execution.